Okay, let me start by asking you something. How does someone go from being the most hated voice in celebrity gossip to becoming a cautionary tale about the price of internet infamy? Because that's where we are with Perez Hilton right now. Hospitalized again, this time after a livestream showed him in a state of crisis, blood loss, surgery needed, family scrambling to protect his kids from witnessing the fallout. But here's the twist. This isn't just about one person's breakdown. It's about the collision of mental health, social media, and a career built on tearing others down. And honestly, the deeper I dig, the more I realize this story isn't shocking because it happened, it's shocking how predictable it feels in 2026. Let's break down what we know. Hilton, real name Mario Lavandera, went live on TikTok, started self-harming on camera. Fans freaked out in the comments, police got called, and his family confirmed he lost a dangerous amount of blood. Now, the immediate reaction is usually, why didn't the platform stop this sooner? But here's the thing. TikTok claims the stream was up for only 15 minutes, not the reported 30, and that their AI flagged it quickly. So why does this matter? Because it exposes a terrifying gap in how social media companies handle real-time emergencies. Think about it. Algorithms can't replace human empathy in moments like this. Even if TikTok acted quickly, 15 minutes on live TV is instant, but online? It's an eternity when someone's life is at stake. Now, let's rewind a few months. Back in March, Hilton was hospitalized for sepsis after ignoring flu symptoms and messing up his meds, which led to a perforated ulcer. And get this, he called his recovery miraculous, claimed God spoke to him, said he'd start taking his kids to church. So here's the question. Was this spiritual awakening genuine, or just another PR pivot? Because if you've followed Hilton's career, you know he's mastered the art of reinvention. The guy who once called celebrities tramps and losers suddenly wants to be the reformed gossip preacher. But let's not forget Demi Lovato called him a bully, Lady Gaga accused him of stalking, and Mila Kunis straight up said he created ugly news. So when he says he's changed, do we take that at face value? Or do we see a pattern of someone who only changes when the consequences become too public to ignore? And this is where the story gets really uncomfortable. Because Hilton's not just a gossip blogger, he's a product of our appetite for chaos. We clicked his headlines, we watched his rants, we gave him power. But now that he's in a hospital bed, suddenly we're all experts in armchair psychology. He got what was coming to him. He should have known better. But isn't that the same toxic mindset he profited from? The irony here is crushing. The guy who once weaponized people's lowest moments for clicks is now the subject of the same kind of voyeuristic scrutiny. So what does that say about us? About the culture that built and broke him? One thing that fascinates me is how his family handled this. They're shielding his kids, begging for privacy, but let's be real, when your parent is a tabloid fixture, normalcy is a fantasy. Imagine being his child and growing up in a world where your dad's redemption arc plays out on TikTok and CNN. What kind of emotional scars does that leave? And yet, isn't this the endpoint of influencer culture? When your entire identity is tied to public confessionals, where's the line between healing and performance? Here's the bigger picture. Hilton's crisis isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a pattern we're seeing more of, people unraveling in real time on social media, audiences torn between concern and rubbernecking. Platforms are still winging it when it comes to crisis intervention, and we're all complicit in the algorithm that prioritizes drama over dignity. So where do we go from here? Maybe the real story isn't about Perez Hilton at all. Maybe it's about what his breakdown reveals, that in the digital age, there's no such thing as privacy until it's too late. And honestly, that should scare all of us. What do you think? Is Hilton's story just another tabloid headline, or a warning sign we're all ignoring? Let me know in the comments, because this isn't over. Not by a long shot.